Hello. Welcome to the fabulous makeup tutorial for a drag queen. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. My name is Justice Taylor. Hello, Rich Lux. I see that you have joined. What's up, Shug? So I am Justice Taylor. I am an entertainer / drag queen. So yeah, I'm about to do some fabulous makeup. Gonna get in some mug. I got a fabulous new frock today. If you can't tell, I also got an amazing hot pink throne to sit on. It got delivered today, so I'm super excited to have some new fabulosity in here, girl. If you're here, welcome. I'm a drag queen, about to get this makeup on, about to get this mug going. So the entire point of me going live is for me to do my start to finish of getting in drag and then just chit-chatting with you guys. If you have questions, feel free to ask. I actually work for a brand, so I can't speak about products, but I can speak to why I'm putting something where and what I do and what I use, but not necessarily the product, but I can say if it's a foundation or if it's a cream or if it's a powder. But yeah, so welcome in. If this is your first time coming in here, make sure that you follow me on TikTok, and then of course my YouTube has some fabulous previous makeup tutorials that I've done on here on live. So yeah, I know right now I look like a very fierce bald-headed woman. But I'm not yet. Hello, what's going on? So I'm super excited. So I'm going to be getting in drag. Thank you, Jessica. You're amazing. So the great thing that's on here is me getting in drag. So I'm going to be doing my start to finish for makeup. And then at the end, I have something fabulous to show you. I'm going to be unboxing something awesome that I just got. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So look, I'm a drag queen. I'm going to get in drag queen makeup. And then I'm going to show you a fabulous unboxing item that I purchased. Okay, I didn't purchase it. I got it as a gift. But it's an amazing luxury item, and you're going to want to see it before you leave out of here. If you've come on here for me before, just look. A fabulous new throne. I'm so excited. I got a new chair. So I was using a computer chair, and I said, you know what? This is not fit for a queen. So guess what? I went and got me a chair for a queen. So yes, okay. Look, the first thing that you have to do to get ready for makeup is to pull your hair back, okay? So I want you all to say it with me when I say 3, okay? I want you to put everything on here and say, pull your hair back, all right? So 1, 2, 3. Tell me to pull my hair back, girl. Y'all ready? Come on. Let's go. Let's do it. All right. I got a lot of hair. Ooh, yes. Oh, I had to keep it out of my face. I can't stand when my makeup gets in my face, girl. All right. Whew. It's a struggle. I'm telling you, when you have all this hair, it is a problem. It stays in that mug, and I'm telling you, I've got to make sure that this face stays snatched and flawless. So if you're just coming in and you've never seen me before, guess what? I'm a dude, but I'm a drag queen. I've been doing drag for about 12 or 13 years. Thank you, Twinkle. Twinkle's here. Jeffrey's here. Everybody say thank you. Oh, Twinkle's showing out already, girl. Ooh, child. Thank you. Thank you, makeup. I appreciate you so much. Oh, y'all are so awesome. Y'all are amazing. Look, I'm so excited, okay? So I am pumped to get this mug on. I know you can see a little peek of what my outfit is under here. So I know I look a little crazy. However, Twinkle, you are showing out. Twinkle, can you make those sunglasses come up? I want to look fierce like this. And then somebody take a screenshot. I tell him, I said, this is supposed to look like a tourist. This is to look like you got swag. Oh my gosh. So you guys are so awesome. I'm so happy you're already here. So guess what? Thank you, Alexis. You're amazing. All right, makeup. Who is a makeup junkie in here? Send me some hearts. Send me some likes. Tons and tons of likes. Come on, guys. Show me you love makeup. Are you a makeup junkie like me? Yes! I love it. Aw. Thank you, thank you, thank you. AJ, you're the best. Thank you. What is your favorite brand? Does anybody have a specific brand that's like your ride or die? You can't do it without it? I have a ton of them. I'm not going to lie. But like I said earlier, if you're new to me, I cannot talk about brands or specific makeup items. But you know what? I like to know yours because guess what? I look at these and I go back and read everything. And then I try different things. Okay, Avon. Gotcha. Yes. You know what? I tried a bunch of different things because I am a makeup junkie. I want to try the newest and hottest thing. But my biggest thing is I want long-lasting power, girl. I want it to last forever. I want it to work for me, not against me. So I'm like, I'm loving it. I'm seeing all the fabulous. Yes. All right, Graham, I see it. I like that one too. Do I like matte or glossy lips? It depends on the person, okay? So I will tell you right now my lips are glossy just because I want to keep them hydrated while I'm doing my makeup. I will tell you on myself, I love flawless, juicy lips, just very hydrated. However, if I'm performing, I usually will not do glossy lips simply because when you're flipping your hair and you're moving, things like that, or you go to kiss somebody on the cheek for a tip, you end up getting lipstick all over the place. And the worst thing ever, and I don't know if any of you have ever done this before. Yes, Pinky, I am the same way. Thank you. I agree with you. So when I tell you, having your hair hit your lipstick and then you go to move it and it goes skirt, looking like a fabulous glam truck stopped on the side of your face, it's a hot mess. I'm like, no! You're a glossy gal? Honey, trust. I love glossy as well. However, if it's for photos or if I'm just walking around, glossy all day. But matte, oh my gosh, when I tell you, seeing somebody with the most sickening matte on, and it's just, bam! I'm like, I get my life every time. All right, so here's the rule, guys. I'm a super positive person. If you're in here watching and you're enjoying yourself, don't worry about any of the negativity. I'm not worried about it. If I see anything really bad, I'll just block them. I'm not worried about it because guess what? Negative or positive is still making me have more viewers and they're staying in here. So when you're staying in here, that means it's making me look even more popular. But at the end of the day, oh, well, aren't you just fabulous? Oh, hang on, guys. So here's what we do when we see negative. If you're going to say HIV positive to people, that's very triggering, and you're very ignorant for saying that. Please do not say anything like that on my live. You're going to get blocked immediately, okay? So block. So I'm about to hit block. Everybody do a round of applause for me on here. All right. We don't do trash. You know what we do with trash? Block. We burn the trash, girl. All right. So I do not do drag unless I have contacts in. So I always wear color contacts. So let's put my eyes in. Aw, thanks, Cheese. I appreciate it. I told you, I don't get overwhelmed or stressed about people that are being negative. Don't worry about it either, because if you do and that's all you're worried about is this comments, you're going to miss the amazingness that's on the screen. All right, so contacts. I always wear color contacts. It is a preference of mine, very different. You already see I have light colored eyes, but if I put any kind of contact on that isn't a full cover color contact, thank you, Twinkle. If you put anything on there, thank you, Jeffrey. If you don't put something in here that's completely gonna blank out my eye, then my eye turns really dark. So my gray eyes, at the moment, would turn really dark gray, and then whenever I put my makeup on, they're gonna go even darker. Every single time I do black eyeliner on myself, my eyes turn really, really dark gray, which are beautiful in person, but for photos and for makeup, I just want them to be brighter. So Come on, girl. Come on. Come on. There you go. All right. I know some of y'all were like, oh, I can't stand that. Can I tell you, when I first started wearing color contacts, I literally took like an hour to put in contacts. And by contacts, I know I'm saying plural, but I'm going to tell you, it took me 45 minutes to an hour to put in one contact. I was like, I don't know what to do. All right. So I didn't have time to look for my other glue sticks to use on my eyebrows. I have them in a bag somewhere. I'm still unboxing my drag room. So right now, like, I have some things in here, but it really is my gorgeous backdrop. And then, of course, my beautiful new chair. Do we like the chair? Do we like it? Isn't she everything? Hot pink girl. She's hot pink. Oh, I love it. It is literally the ish. Like, I'm obsessed. I'm trying to see if I see another glue stick before I start with this one, because this one is literally on its last leg. Literally on its last leg. And it's going to keep trying to jump out. Ooh, my little people are falling off. Look, my little people. Aren't they so cute? If you wanted to see these, I have these posted on the unboxing on my YouTube. So my YouTube channel is located down in my TikTok bio. So please go on and check it out and subscribe. It is a couple of different makeup tutorials. I have some things that I've posted that are not on TikTok, that are just fun and just to get to know me, which you're going to get to know me some more tonight. So the reason why I'm gluing my eyebrows down is to give me more space. So it's called blocking the brow, okay? So when you block your eyebrow, you're gluing everything down, and then once you set it, it looks like you have 0 eyebrows. So then I can draw them higher. Oh, thank you, Twinkle. You make my day brighter. Twinkle's awesome. Yes, the eyebrows. So the good thing about this is an Elmer's glue extra strength, okay? This I love, but it comes off with water. So when I go take a warm shower, it comes off without having to really scrub. It just comes right on off. But the good thing is, I am not allowed to say brand names because I work exclusively for a brand, and it is a cosmetic brand. I'm higher up in corporate with them. But I personally cannot talk about other brands as far as like the names or the products, because it is a conflict of interest. So what I do is I actually just worry about doing reviews on different items, but of course showing you guys how I do drag makeup, but the technique. So the great thing is I use, the way I use items is you're more than welcome to see the shade or the way I apply or the technique, and you can go buy things that are comparable to get you to that look. And I wish I could tell you about them, about other products that I use, but I can't, so I really don't want to end up getting in trouble. But yeah. All right, so I'm fanning the brow to get it to dry. So this is pretty much almost dry. Got a little bit more here. Yes, girl, I can't believe I gotta hold my hair back, babe. So the contacts look amazing once I get makeup on. I tell you, I wish my eyes were this bright anyway. Yes! Yes, I'm telling you, it doesn't matter how mad they get. All they gotta do is keep staying in here and keep commenting. It makes me look even better and better. I'm like, yes! Where is your mask? Girl, mask? I'm in my own house by myself. Do you know how social distancing works? Come on, Suge. Get it together. Get it together. Okay, so now I'm taking the glue and I'm going just one direction. So the hair, when I first did it, I went into the hair and then pushed it all back, okay? So now I'm just going with the hair, so along the direction of the hair that is glued down. And what this is gonna do is it's gonna create an even flatter surface. So I usually will do only 3 layers of glue. And the reason why is because I don't want too much going on, because I don't want it to look like you have oatmeal glued to your forehead with foundation on top. So when you're doing it, A little bit goes a long way. Work smarter, not harder. So it's the same way when you're putting on foundation. You don't have to put a shitload of foundation on. Put more in the areas you need it, and then less in the other parts. Because what's going to end up happening is the same way with powder, is you're going to end up getting a ton of different things. And I'm like, oh. No, they're not concerned about me doing my eyebrows with glue, Shug, because they know why. It comes off. We already went over this. It's water soluble, Shugs. Water soluble. It's called blocking the brow. Okay? My God, it's like the 4th of July. All of these hot dogs are in here and they're real mad. Hey, Chef, what's going on? Hey, Willie. Willie, right? That Chef? Making sure I got the right Chef. I only know one, so if it's not the right one, I'm sorry. I should be in a movie. Thank you. Thank you, Jeffrey. I love... Yes, Willie's here. Okay, so if you don't know who he is, you need to go and follow him, okay? The one that says One Sean Mike. So this is Willie. Hang on. I'm like glue stuck right here, and I'm like, it feels real stiff. So Willie was on Master Chef. He is an amazing person. I had the opportunity of meeting him when he was at Rich's apartment, which Rich Lux is a really good friend of mine. So we've been hanging out. So yeah, go and follow him. He is amazing. So it's Willie from Master Chef. Yes, that chef. Okay. He's a celebrity. And when I tell you his food is so beautiful, I'm like, can I take that piece of fish on my forehead? All right. So we got that one down. So now what you do is you're going to take your pressed powder, your loose powder, and press it into the eyebrow. So what this is going to do is going to dry any extra hydration on the brow. Okay? So, you see, easy enough. I'll bring this out because I want to keep using that one. No! Oh, drop my glue stick. I hate when that happens. It's like gross. Alright, so you see I've got it on here. I'm leaving it on. Now you're going to take your glue one last time and you're going to push it in the direction of the hair. Again, this is going to create an even smoother surface where your eyebrows used to be. Do not get scared of glue. It comes off. It comes off with water. Don't stress. It's just makeup. We're curing nothing but the blues. I love how everybody's like trying to act like you haven't discovered I'm a dude. He's a dude. Well, thanks, Shook. We appreciate it. You need to be on time next time. I went over all of this. Perrier. I love Perrier. It has to be the lime, though. And it has to be cold. Has to be. Has to be, has to be. Y'all thought I was kidding when I said I didn't like those chips the last time that I tried them? Honey, I had them sit in here. I was like, girl, I need to throw this stuff away. Yes, y'all gotta be on time. So put in the chat, okay, actually do not put in the chat because I'm not going to be able to go back and look through every single thing because there ends up being a lot in here. So if you could actually go to my TikTok and follow me, and then in the bio, there is, oh, y'all are so cute. Go to my bio and click on the link for my YouTube. So this is where I actually post anything that I've done on here. So if you end up missing, the live or anything, if you have to leave and come back, don't worry. I actually post my lives from TikTok onto YouTube. So I've posted other ones on there. So what I want you to do not forget, is I'm going to be posting this one to be able to go at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning on my YouTube. And I am in Central Time. So go on there, and what I want you to do, because I need some ideas for the rest of the month, is if you can actually put in there some different Halloween looks that you want to see. Is it a cut crease? What is it? Like, is it something dark and smoky? Do you want me to go more scary? Do you want me to go more vamp? Do you want me to go, different things like that. So tell me, and what I'll do is I will try and incorporate every single one of them And then if you end up doing it and I choose your makeup look, I will tag you in the next live for TikTok so that you can actually come on and watch. And then of course I will put in my YouTube video who actually gave me the idea to do it. So you will also be on there. So I will have your link for TikTok in my YouTube for the makeup look. So it'll get you even more followers. So make sure that you go and subscribe to my YouTube as soon as possible so you do not forget. And go and watch my other videos. Sometimes I do videos where I'm just talking and chit-chatting, where I'm not in drag, just because I feel that some people always look at somebody that does makeup, or they look at somebody that is gotten like popular or anything like that, or that they see on TikTok, and they don't think we're real people because we only see the part of like the glam part. But we're real people too, so it's a great way for people to come in and get to know me a little bit more, get to know some of my thought processes of what I like, what I don't like, things like that. So yeah, so go and subscribe. There's a ton of different videos on there already. By ton, I don't mean like some. Aw, thank you, Fish. I appreciate you. All right, foundation, kids. I'm gonna be painting somewhat quick tonight because I want to be able to chit chat with you. And then don't forget, I'm going to be unboxing an item at the end, or not the end of my live, but further on in my live. And it is a luxury item, so we'll be unboxing it so that you can see what I have. I'm excited. It's a new something, a new little goodie. Make sure she's back, because you can already tell that she's got makeup on her. Need to wash it. I'll have to start getting in the habit of washing it every time I get done, because she ends up getting stuff all over it. Okay. So I do my foundation with a brush that is very, very tight bristles. The tighter the bristles, which means more dense, is going to be more coverage for you. Then I take a beauty blender, which is not a beauty blender brand, but it's just a sponge, and I put it on the sponge, which is my foundation. This sponge is not damp, so you do not have to wet it. I personally do not wet my my sponges. Make sure you get every little nook and cranny, because the worst thing is when you see somebody do their makeup and they forget to write on the corners of the nose, and then they look crazy. So today was an awesome day. I really needed to pick me up because I've been feeling kind of down. I don't know if any of you have actually like followed me or anything like that, but I've been dealing with a whole bunch when it comes to my belongings, because I recently relocated to Houston and the movers ended up huge issue, and my partner is trying to sell the townhouse in another state. So things have just been falling through and taking longer than normal, and I just really miss my partner because I mean I'm used to seeing him every day. So it's one of those things that I really miss him being around. So yeah, so last night I was like, I feel really down. I really miss him. I really want to see him. You know, but everything happens at the time it's supposed to. So I just have to be patient, even though I'm like, I really want to know, or I don't know, I really want to see him and I really want to be here. Because moving is already stressful, but for everything to have came in damaged, that was already hard. And then the other hard part is it's hard to start your life when your life isn't all the way here yet. So, you know, it's really hard because he's not here yet. It's been a hot minute. So I really miss him being around, and, you know, miss him just being in life in general, because I know that, you know, it's like, who wants to experience life alone? And I'm fine being alone, but when I have a partner, I want him to be here. I want him to experience all the fabulous things that I'm experiencing here in Houston, and the amazing people that I'm meeting, and just all of that. And it's, you know, he can't do that over the phone. I mean, he's 6 hours away from me. So the good thing is, you know, he finished working out his last day, or he will be finishing it tomorrow. So the good thing is he's going to be here hopefully by the end of next week, or at some point in time next week. So that's great. I'm really excited about it. I'm just ready for him to be here. You know, I always say surround yourself with people that you love and the people that love you and support you. And he's definitely one of those people, so I miss him being here. So I actually was in Louisiana area for about 3 years, where I was an account executive for the brand that I worked for. And then before then, I was in Atlanta, Georgia for 9 years, where I was on cast at almost every bar that was there, because there is amazing entertainment in every single place I've been to. So it's been great. It's been cool to learn things in different places, and see different drags, see different types of makeup application, things like that. So I'm like, I love it. And when I tell you, oh, you live in New Orleans, that's awesome. I will be back in New Orleans the 15th and 16th. So I'll be there the 14th, 15th, and 16th because I'll be working an event. We're struggling with how I'm talking. So yeah, so it's gonna be good. But everything happens when it's supposed to. Just gotta chill and do your thing. Aw, thank you. They're contacts, honey. So what you see I'm doing now, okay, because I can let it sit here for a few minutes. So under my eye is concealer. So I did a liquid concealer. So I'm just letting it sit here for a few minutes while I put my nose highlight on and my forehead highlight. So as a drag queen, you always want to make sure that you don't just put a foundation on by itself, powder it, and go on about your day. When you put a foundation on, it actually flattens the canvas and you have features. So that's why light and dark play so much into effect when it comes to your makeup. So when you're highlighting something, it makes it pull forward or makes it look fuller or more awake. And then when you're contouring, it's pushing it in. So it's actually creating a shadow. So when you're looking at it, if you want your cheeks to look like you're sucking on a lemon, that's what you use your contour for. However, if you do not put lighter under your eye, it's actually not going to work as much. So why I'm letting my concealer sit under my eye. So as you let your concealer sit for a few minutes, there is no definite time. You'll start learning what you like and don't like when you start playing with your makeup. When it starts to warm up to the skin, you get more coverage out of it. So it's not that you have to put more on to get more coverage. It's that you have to let it sit and warm up for a few minutes, then worry about blending it in. And I'm very precise about my nose contour because I want to look like I'm about to sneeze, girl. Like I am about to just sneeze, babe. Sneeze and knock these ears right off. So I always will tweak my nose a couple of different times just because I really want to make sure it's exactly how I want it. I will be putting some color on it too once I powder and get all that set. Just know once you're with cream is with cream, powder is with powder. So once you powder your face, you do not want to add more cream on top. The one thing that you'll see is whenever I do my eye makeup. My eye makeup is one of those things that I will do my eyebrows. And then when I do my eyebrows, I will set my entire face because I'll crisp it up with my concealer. I will crisp it up, and then once I crisp it up, I will set it all and then put more on just to make it brighter. So look at the difference in the coverage. So when you're looking at this, a little bit goes a long way. So when you're saying that you have to buy something all the time, look at how much you're putting on and see if there's a different way of application so that you're not burning through it so quickly, because you know, makeup is already pretty expensive and you want it to last as long as possible. Go ahead and do this on her. My nose is looking a little funny on this one side. Perfect. Get on here with my foundation shade, just because I don't want my nose to look like with lines and hard lines and stuff on it. Okay, now you're gonna do your contour. So when you do your contour, I use a cream contour or a liquid foundation for my contour. I actually do a lot deeper shades than you're probably used to. So you see how deep this shade is. It's pretty dark. The reason why is because you're going to blend it anyway. Your creams are going to help offset things like that. So I'm looking for my brush for my my contour. Here we go. You like my fabulous crystals? All right. So what you're going to learn from me, okay? Go from the earlobe in. That's as far as you need to go. Earlobe in. And I go straight down. I'm not hooking in. I'm not doing any of that jazz, okay? And then you're taking some and you're putting it from the corner of your earlobe straight down the jaw. The whole point is that you're creating a new jawline. Now I'm taking the excess here, and then I'm taking the excess in the hairline. The reason why you want to do your hairline but don't go too far down is because you want to make sure that you're getting the shape that you need. So when you put your wig on, that your wig is going to look better and blended. Oh shit, I did knock stuff all over myself. Now, I'm using a flat part of a sponge, and I'm going to have a towel handy. So when you're pressing it, you're going to take some off, okay? So when you're on, you're pressing and blending. This is where the term beating your face comes into play. But a girl, she beat her mug, girl. Look, I'm beating it. Look how hard I'm hitting it. I'm hitting it like it owes me money. Okay? You can even hear it. Honey, you owe me money! Money! Okay. Don't stress. I'm going to show you how to blend everything, okay? So now, we're going under here. Everybody always freaks out because they're like, oh my gosh, it's so dark, there's this, there's that. And I'm like, you're gonna blend it. Don't worry. Just make sure that you don't have any weird like stamp marks or anything like that, okay? Yes, neither of those pronouns. Seek help. Thank you for coming to my live. I appreciate your support, guys. I'm just letting you know, if you're on here and you don't like what you see, I was brought to you on your For You page because you looked at something else that has brought you to something similar that you looked at before. Meaning, I'm here because you chose for me to be here. You're welcome. If that it makes sense to you, then please learn what TikTok algorithm is. It's just like when you're talking and your Facebook can hear that you're talking about somebody as a celebrity, and then what it does is that you'll start seeing ads for it. Yep. Yep, the algorithm isn't off, baby. I'm here because you chose for me to be here. Alright, so now you see I'm still using the same sponge that had my foundation on it. So this is the side with my foundation on it. I do not put more on, I just use the residue. So now, I'm going to take it straight from the corner of my mouth, and I'm going to press. So you're stippling it to crisp up your cheekbone. Take the excess, the jaw. See the difference? Okay. Okay. Now then, you're going to take the flat part again that you blended your contour in with, and you're going to make sure you're going from your contour down over your cheek that you just highlighted. You do not want to leave a harsh line like this, okay? You want to make sure that everything looks seamless, that it's melting into the next shade. Take your time, especially on your cream, because you cannot fix cream once you set it again. How many crybabies did I have come on here that said, no, I didn't. I don't look at anything like this. This is ungodly. Blah, 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 blah. Little crybabies, I swear. All right, now then, you're going to take the excess that's on your brush, your sponge again, and you're going to tap right at the edge of where your highlight and your contour was. See how it starts to just blend together. Blends together. Now right on the edge of the forehead, as a reminder, if you have hair, it's probably going to be a lot easier guide for you. I do not. So I am one of those people that I've done drag for quite some time, so I know how far down I want my hairline, but you want to make sure that you're putting your hairline bold enough. Now I'm going to be wearing blonde hair. The blonde hair is rooted, so I'm not wearing a lace front tonight. So I'm actually going to be wearing a rooted wig. When you're wearing a rooted wig, you have to make sure that you have enough brown hairline to make sure that when you spray to put it down, that it still looks like it's growing out of your hair. It's not going to be perfect because, honestly, I've used mine I don't know how many times. But when I tell you, the thing about your lace fronts, okay, so if you're going to wear really dark hair or even brown hair, make sure that you take black into your hairline. And I'll do one of those looks soon. To where I actually take like just jet black into my hair while it's a cream, and I will blend it into the brown. The reason why is because in photography, when you take photos and you take it with a flash, it refracts off the skin and it makes you look lighter than what you are. That is almost everything that you're using, even if it's in HD, so you have to be really careful with what you're using. So when you're using the black as a hairline, you can actually soften it with the brown, which is my contour shade, but it makes it to where when you take a photo, you're not having to take the black color spray that they sell at the hair store. That stuff, as soon as you start sweating, will just melt down your face. So then you'll have just black drip marks all over. Don't do it. You're going to be so bitter. So now, just do it this way. All right. You ain't getting these sponges, girl. These have had it. This is mine with the highlight on it. I just want to make sure that I am staying somewhat brighter under my eye than what I am when I'm blended. So you will see me go back and forth until it's exactly how I like it. Okay, and then I'm taking the foundation shade again, just on the edge. I will be highlighting with a powder once I get everything set. Okay. All right, perfect. Crisping up my nose. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my eyebrows. So with your eyebrows, I have my contour shade still down. I know you're going to look at this like it's crazy. My contour shade is staying in here. So I am letting a little bit extra. I tapped it once, pressed here to get excess off, and then I brought my brush over to the other side to get even more off. I end up using this for my eyebrows because the thing is I can go in and darken it if I want to, but I want my shape and I want it to stay. If you use just a powder to do your eyebrows, the first time you sweat, it's going to end up moving and transferring on you. And if you're blotting your forehead when you're sweating, it's going to come off. When you use a cream like this, it's going to end up staying because it has a polymer. Polymer is the lasting power in your foundation. So let's get these eyebrows on. Hopefully I'm going to have a good night on putting my eyebrows. It's a hit or miss, girl. You never know. Sorry, I'm looking for my brushes. I'm like, which one did I put this in? I have literally had that song stuck in my head from, what is his name? So it's Dua Lipa and Elton John. That song has just been stuck in my head. That song that's on here that, what is the name of that song? Because I literally was listening to it and we even looked it up so that I could have it on my SoundCloud. Like, I loved it that much. I can't even think of the name of it right now. I have to put it on there, so I'm just like, ugh. Sorry, I didn't see it. What was you saying? I have no idea. Sorry, the comments are going so fast I couldn't see everything. All right, so I naturally raise my left eyebrow all the time. Okay, so I have to make sure that it is relaxed when I'm doing my eyebrows, because if I don't, once I try and put it on, it's gonna be a hot mess. Because I'll be like raising this one to the sky. All right. Cold, cold heart. And done by you. I cannot sing. But literally that Elton John song sounds like Cher. I'm just saying, girl. Straight up sounds like Cher. It's called Cold, Cold Heart. Steady hand. Whatever, girl. Like all over the place. I get so quiet when I do my eyebrows. I'm telling you, do not worry about the hate. The hate makes me look even better because what I'm telling you, you looked at something that brought me to your For You page. So if you're upset, then stop looking at whatever you're looking up. And every time you comment on my page or on my live, it's going to keep bringing things just like this to you. I'm just letting you know, baby. So if you don't like what you see, then you need to stop bringing it to yourself. But we all know you like what you see, so, you know, don't be fronting. Don't be fronting. Because it's all right. It's okay. we're not judging you. You're judging yourself. And while you're judging yourself, I appreciate you staying here on the live and chit-chatting and talking because it makes me look even better. Jeans for Beans! What's going on? One of my favorite people. Jeans for Beans is awesome. She's like, girl, you having to tell these folks that they brought you on also already, girl. Okay, now it's time to clean these things up. They look crazy right now. They look so crazy. I love me some Jeans for Beans, girl. Alright, so I'm using a white concealer. And you'll notice that when I do my concealer and I start cleaning up my eyebrows, that's where I start to choose really what shape I want to do. Because I want a ton of eye space. So depending on the look that I'm doing, I will do more up and then recreate as I go. Because I want this to look so snatched. See what I mean? Just get this snatch, that pull, baby, that pull. Woo! I just love how mad people get when they get in here. And I'm like, girl, it is so funny to me. I have never went on somebody's live and just got so pressed. Like, it just, I don't understand it. I'm like, why are you so mad? Why do you get so angry? You're like crying. You're like a big old crybaby. I don't get it, girl. I just giggle because I'm like, every time you're just a crybaby on here, you're getting more viewers. And they're just like, they're so like pressed. And I'm like, why are you so upset, girl? Thank you, Margaret. You're the best. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Who cares? What do you want? I want you to keep commenting. And I want you to start tipping as well. Because I know you're enjoying what you like. That's why you took the time to ask me what I wanted. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're being nice, by the way. I appreciate it. I think you meant to say you were being nice finally. Or that you were meaning to be nice. But I can't really tell. So one thing that I tell everybody, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So if people are always getting offended by what you say, it's how you're saying it. Just so you know. I don't get offended, girl. I do not get offended. I will correct people on here, but I correct people to educate people and to educate individuals, because the last thing I want is for somebody that's on here just trying to enjoy the live to get triggered by a comment of someone that's on here. Because that's not okay. Because the last thing that people want when they're on TikTok is to have to keep reading hate. They just want to be able to enjoy the live, have fun, learn different things, and go about their day. So this is one trick that I'm going to show you that you really need to start getting on, okay? So when you do your eyebrows, do not leave them this blocky in the front, okay? No one wants to see that. They look really harsh, and they end up being the focal point. So what that means is, instead of people looking at your overall aesthetic and how beautiful your makeup looks, they're going to be like, dang, that's some eyebrows. So the little trick, take your foundation sponge, not your foundation sponge, your concealer sponge, and you're going to take it in the center, and you're going to go over slightly on the front of the eyebrow. What this is going to do is it's going to blend the eyebrow. You can always go back in and re-highlight, but most of the time I do not have to. So it softens the eyebrow, because we're going to end up taking a shadow on here, and I'm going to end up taking a highlighter or luminizer on them as well later on, okay? So look at the difference of the eyebrow. So much different. You still have beautiful shape. You still have all of that. I'm taking just a little excess on the edge to make sure it's not hard. As a reminder, your eyebrows are sisters, not twins. So don't sit here and try and overdo them like I'm trying to do. Do as I say, not as I do. That's what my mom used to say. There we go. Now, see the difference? Okay, so then what we're going to do is, when we start putting our powder on and we set everything, we'll go back in with a, oh, let me make sure I get here. So this is my foundation shade. I'm blending out my neck. So I don't want it looking like this. I want it to look like this. Ta-da! All right, y'all ready for powder? Are we ready for powder? I can't talk about brands that I'm using. I'm sorry, I work for a brand already, so it would be a conflict of interest, so I'm not actually allowed to say. I love you, I wish I could. All right, so when it comes to powder, so one thing that you're gonna notice is when I powder, I don't powder directly underneath my eye when I first touch down. Wherever you put your brush down or your powder puff down, the first press, or first time you touch the skin, is where everything is gonna go. So whenever you're doing it, that's all the saturation. So you'll notice when I did my eyebrows, I started at the front, then I went over. Started here and went over, and then I used the excess on the brush to fill in. So now with the powder, I'm gonna take it on the cheek, and then I take the excess under the eye. The reason why I do this is for myself, it's a preference, because I personally have a lot of freckles. So if I was to put powder directly underneath my eye immediately with this translucent, it's gonna, one, make my concealer look a lot darker than what it actually is. The other thing it's gonna do is, because I have freckles, is it will end up shearing down the under eye to where it will look like my freckles are coming through. Make sure you set your neck foundation. So depending on how your skin is, as far as texture, discoloration, things like that. So you do not want to put I'm sorry, I'm just taking my finger and I'm making sure I'm blending out this right here, because the last thing I want is for my foundation to be really hard in the eye area. So you'll start noticing how far you need to bring your foundation down, okay? So when you're looking at it, you don't want to put foundation all the way down if you don't have to. The reason why I say that is because if you end up, what the hell that was, but I can highlight that later. But if you end up putting a ton of foundation going all the way down, it'll look different colors, okay? On my nose, I'm very specific on where I place, because I like my eyebrows, I don't want them to move. So the last thing that I want is for them to move on me. So I want to keep the shape. And now I'm lightly touching my skin. You don't have to be aggressive on your makeup. Got a spot right here. Something was on my damn sponge. But once I highlight it, it'll go away. And I'm lightly touching the tops of my cheek. Lightly. The reason why I'm making sure I'm saying lightly is because whenever you're buffing really hard, you're going to end up shearing your foundation down, which is going to make it look like you have less coverage, because it's obviously taking the coverage away. Okay. So there is her. Now, since I have this on, I'm going to go back in. I'm going to see something on here that's bugging me. Okay. So I'm going to go back in with my concealer, and I'm going to sharpen here. Better, baby. If y'all want to see what I'm singing, I am literally still humming Dua Lipa and Elton John, Cold Cold Heart. It is stuck in my head. Stuck in my head. The great thing about concealer, if you find the right concealer, some of them you don't have to actually set with a powder. So you will just put it on, leave it wet, okay? So you'll notice that when I do mine, I'm not gonna set this underneath my eye, I'm not gonna set on top of my eyelid. I'm gonna leave it wet and let it start drying on its own. And then when I get to doing the eyeshadow, it will work as even more pigment payoff for my shadow, because it will be somewhat still kind of tacky to use. Okay, so now I'm taking my finger and placing on the lid. Do not use a ton of eye product on here. What ends up happening is you'll end up placing a ton on here, and then it'll start creasing because you've put too much. Cocoa hot. Y'all listening to it now? And I'm by you. Better, baby. Now you had a lot of Crown Royal. Yes! I love it. I love it. Like this one part right here is bugging the crap out of me. You're not going to see it once I have shadow on anyway, but you know, it is what it is. Makeup isn't perfect. Don't stress about it, because at the end of the day, you're going to put stuff on top. So, now, what we're going to do is we're going to focus on your contour, blush, and highlight. I'm very specific on what I will do for my contour, blush, and highlight. It's the same every single time because I found something that will actually work on me, and it's something that I love. If you have just come in and you don't know who I am, my name is Justice Taylor. I've been doing drag for about 11 or 12 years, 12 or 13, no, it's 12 or 13 years. But yeah. Super upbeat and positive person. Very chill. I can't talk about specific items as far as makeup goes, but I can show you why I'm doing it and where I'm going to put it. So, I also have my fabulous new pink chair that I just got today, my pink throne. I am obsessed with it. Thank you guys. Aw, thank you. Y'all are awesome. It's not me that's awesome, it's y'all that's awesome. So I'm gonna take a white and I'm going to go right underneath my eye. This is a powder highlight. I will not be reapplying this again. So I am putting it on now. This will be the only time I put it underneath my eye. Okay. I will come back to this for my nose. I know some entertainers that'll put this on the chin and will put this on the top of the lip. I don't like it. It's one of those things that I'm not a fan of. So I personally don't do it. That doesn't mean that you don't need to do it. Try and play with things. You never know what's going to end up happening. You're not going to know what works for you until you try it. So just because I don't like something doesn't mean that you can't like it. Nah, I mean, where the hell did I put that concealer? Oh, it's probably under here. Usually when I say that, it just appears. What the hell did I do with it? Did it fall? Oh, there it is. That's stuff on top of it. So now that I've let this sit for just a second, I'm going to go back in right here. Because it's driving me nuts. Come on, girl. You ain't empty yet. Let's go. Okay. Y'all stop worrying about folks. I have a feeling somebody's getting y'all pressed over here. But don't worry about it. Nobody cares. We got her, and we got her. Ugh. Nobody cares. What was that song? Those were the days. So I take a burgundy, okay? And then I'm going to go from my ear straight down. So do not grind. So touch, pull, touch, pull. So this is going to make it ombre on its own. I personally do not go any further than the corner of my eye. because I'm going to do blush here. This is going to be working as my contour. So this is my middle shade of contour, okay? The reason why I don't do back and forth is that it's grinding it into the skin. This will make it to where it's harder to blend your product, and you want it to look airbrushed. So if you'll notice, it looks very soft, okay? And I'm going from the ear straight down to the jaw. I'm sorry, to the chin. I say that every single time. And then the extra, I'm pulling down. I'm not doing up and down. I'm just going here, pull, 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 pull. I paint really fast. I'm trying to slow myself down so that you can see. The great thing is if you can't catch this and you want to sit down and do a step-by-step painting with what I'm doing, please make sure that you're subscribing to my YouTube. It is the link in the bio. Obviously, it's completely complimentary. It's free. So go on, take the time to sit down and play. If you're really a makeup junkie and you want to learn some new things, I will tell you this is the best way to do it, because you don't want to sit down and wait and try and paint with me while I'm doing it, because I will end up painting faster sometimes than other times, simply because I've done my face for so many years, so it's harder for me to slow down. So this is just that burgundy shade. If you want to know what the shade looks like, it's this right here. It looks really, really red on camera, but it doesn't have like that. It's very soft. Okay, perfect. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a very tight bristle brush, very, very dense, okay? Extremely dense. I'm gonna take it into the pink, which is this one right here, and I'm gonna press, I'm gonna stipple. So start here, next to the corner of the eye. So what I mean is put your brush here. This is the corner of your eye. I bring it right here, and I rock back and forth. So all I'm doing is pressing, and then I'm taking the excess and blending it to the cheek, and then high up on the temple area. See? You get that transition. Very gradient. When you're doing it, it just melts into the next shade. Do not take your stuff and hook it into your nose. Okay, the reason why when you hook it into the nose, it's gonna make you look like you're doing this all the time. That's not cute. The whole thing about makeup is for it to look as though, obviously it should look like you walked up a couple of stairs, not a flight of stairs, okay? And I love blush, so I always end up adding, re-adding, all that kind of stuff, okay? Then I take the excess and I pull straight down. When you notice that I'm not going all the way to the center of my forehead, I'm stopping to where I still have my highlight, okay? Now, you're gonna take a contour shade, whatever shade that you wanna do as far as contour goes. I go to this one as my contour. It's kind of like a burnt shade. It just works for me, and it still is kind of dark. So corner of my ear, straight down, pulling, and then I go up to the little dot of my ear. You don't want to go crazy with your contour shade. You can always add more, but you cannot take it off. So don't be getting crazy. Pull, 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 pull. Go to the little knob right here in your ear. By knob, I mean this little ditty right here. This is to give you more definition on your cheek. So it should, when you're using it, you're gonna notice that I'm gonna start blending it in just a second with my burgundy brush. So from the corner of your ear straight down to your chin. This is called breaking off the neck and creating a new shape. I take the excess down because you don't want a ton of product on here, but you also don't want to leave it looking strange, because you got to think, you see you from straight on, but other people see you from the side. So you don't want to look like a full-on Monet girl, cute from afar but far from cute up close. And then pull, 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 pull. And you notice I'm pulling it behind my ear down, because like I said, I'll be wearing earrings, but if somebody walks up next to you or beside you and it looks crazy, you're like, girl, no. Now, I take it from my dark brown from my hair, and I pull, 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 pull. Notice the difference from this side to this side, okay? This is where I'm talking about making sure that your hairline is exactly what it needs to be as far as like the intensity, because if you did not put your cream there, it's hard to tell how far you should be going down. And then when you go to put your wig on, you're gonna end up struggling. Now don't forget that your wig goes all the way down to the top of your ear here. So make sure you're bringing it down as well. Because if not, you're gonna have darkness and then a white line right here. This is gonna look crazy, okay? No sharp line, girl. All right, now my burgundy brush, I'm just touch, pull, touch, pull. The reason why is I wanna make sure that it melts into the next shade versus it being a hard line. Okay, same thing for here. Straight down. Now if something happens, you're like, girl, I went too dark. You can take your translucent powder and cut the cheek here. But what's gonna end up happening is you're gonna need to blend it all down. So what you're gonna notice that I do is I take my blush brush, my burgundy brush, and I buff the entire edge here. Now I've been pulling down here, but I have no freckles right here. So this is a great way for me to blend out. So you'll see me do circular, you'll see me go back and forth. See how it starts to melt? Don't forget here, because the last thing you want is a weird highlight shade. It's all about blending. Take the time to blend, because if not, you're gonna be real bitter later. Now for the nose contour, let's see, where is my nose brush? That is not my nose brush, that is a brush with black on it. There's that one, that one. Hello. If I was a nose brush, where would I be? Ugh. Ugh. Oh, there it is. Ugh. Here we go. So I use just a flat brush. I'm not very detailed with this one because I've done it for a while. I'm using a nose contour, so I don't go the same shade as my cheek because I do not want my nose to be that dark. So just make sure that you play around with different color shades of brown, because the last thing that you want to do is have this really, really harsh shade on the tip of your nose. Because just like how I said with doing your eyebrows and not blending it, what will end up happening is it'll be the same effect where you're like, oh my gosh, like I have really harsh line, and people, that's all they're looking at. So as you can see, I'm pointing this nose. I want it to look like I'm about to sneeze the entire time. Now, where I said I was gonna come back with the white on my nose, that same white that I put underneath my eye, I'm gonna put it on down the center of my nose, and then a little bit into my forehead. Sorry, here it is. I have specific brushes that I use for this. Not because they're precise, but because I've just gotten so used to using them. So I'm like, it's weird to try and like figure out another brush. It's like, once you figure out how to like brush your hair a certain way, like a certain like look with that brush, it's like, you're like, I can't achieve this look unless I have it. I'm totally that person, because I'm like, I need the brush. I'm like, I can achieve the look. It's just so much easier when I have the tools that I need. It's like me giving you a screwdriver and a screw and say, okay, now put this in the wall, and you decide to take a sledgehammer to put it in. Yeah, I got the job done, but it would have been so much easier had you just used the correct tool. That's how it is with makeup. People are like, do I really need that brush? And I'm like, well, do you really want to make it happen? Or like make it look good? Or do you want to just be fighting it all the time? Up to you. Yes, it's coming together, girl. All right, so I have a couple of different pinks. I need to get them all together because I have multiple that I'm wanting to use. pinks and purples. So this one has that one. Oh, okay, so that one's, I don't want it to turn red. That's the part that I don't want to happen. So let me turn it to this one and this one. I got like 4 damn palettes that I'm in the middle of looking at right now. And I'm gonna use all 4 of them. Okay, so here we go on this one. Take that out of there. All right, guys. So my outfit has pink on it, so that's why I'm choosing to do pink. I just want to use different shades of pink, and then I'm going to use a ton of black eyeliner. However, I don't want my pinks to turn super red. So I'm actually going to use a purple to use in my crease line to give me a little bit more definition without going too crazy. There's that one. There's this one. I literally am opening all 3 palettes right now, just so I have them ready to go, so I don't have to fight with them the entire time. Now let's get brushes. So we got her, we got her, and we got her. Ooh. Better, baby. Ah! So, what is something you guys want to know about me? Is there any kind of topic that you're like, I really want to know? Anything specific? I'm an open book. So as far as showing the products without talking about them, I can't, because the thing is some of them are very recognizable. It's a very fine line about what I can show and what I can't show. Because it's a conflict of interest, so I have to be careful. Thank you, this beautiful chair, Cherry. I know, I got it today. Are we living? Are we living, girl? I'm like, yes. I ordered some more backdrops as well. So I'll be having some more backdrops. I'm excited. It's gonna be fantastic. All right, so we have this one and then that one. Okay, so what is the first shade I want to use for pink? This one is the lightest, so I'll do this one second, I'll do this one first, and then I'll do that one to cut the crease. Okay. So a lot of times when people are like, oh my gosh, I'm so nervous to use bold shadows, I'm nervous to go up really high on my eye makeup, like how are you like comfortable doing it? And the thing is when you're looking at it, this is why I put my eyebrow up so high, because I want to have a ton of eye space. For females, they already have a natural, gorgeous lid. They have a lot more space to work with than men do. So we have to fake it to make it. Have a hooded eye. I have a hooded eye also, so you can't really see it because I'm not really close. But all you have to do when you have a hooded eye is to bring your products up higher and make it bigger. So like with your liner, doing a cat eye is usually really hard to do when you have a hooded eye. So the way that you do it is by creating up higher. So you'll notice that I glued my eyebrows down, and I'm actually putting my shadow on the brow bone right now. So it will look a lot different. Now obviously you are not going to do that every single day. You know, I have some ladies that were like, I have no eyebrows, like I can't stand it. And I'm like, girl, please, you are blessed that you have no eyebrows, because you can just put them on wherever in the world you want to put them. Okay. So when you stipple your eyeshadows in, it builds up the saturation. It gives you more payoff. So when you're windshield wipering, that is going to give you a lighter coverage. It's more about blending. And I want definition. You'll notice I start feeling the gig, girl, because I'll be like, ooh. So I originally was in Alabama. I grew up there in Gadsden, Alabama, many years ago, obviously. Then I moved to Birmingham, Alabama, where I was there for, I don't know how many years. I was there for, like, I think maybe like 8 or 9 years. And then after that, I ended up moving to Atlanta, Georgia, where I was there for about 9 years. So I'm getting my shape going, getting this mug snatched. Have any of you been to Gadsden, Alabama? There's nothing there. Thank you, Jeffrey. The chair. Oh, sorry, girl. So the chair is here in Houston, Texas. So Rich Lux, my friend, he took me to this place that he got some of his furniture. I don't know the name of it, but I could take you there. So Rich Lux is actually going to be posting a video in the next couple of days on his YouTube about the shopping today. He did it for him, like, walking around while I was just looking to purchase. So go on there. He probably says the name of it. So you'll notice that I'm blowing for the eyeshadow. The last thing you want to do is wait and then have to, like, buff it out of the way. So what I do is I will do that blowing that you just saw to get it to go. To get it to go out of the way handy. Because I ain't trying to be fighting this mess. Look, I have a mask on. It was only for rent. It actually wasn't that bad, okay? So it was, I can't tell you, let me just put it this way. I'll tell you what the price actually is, but I did not pay that price because I told her I'm going to start twerking and I'm not going to stop until you give me a discount. So, just saying right now. And she got scared and gave me a discount so that I didn't have to twerk. And you think I'm kidding? I literally said that because I was like, you want how much for this chair? It wasn't that crazy, but I mean, it was actually a really good price before I even got a discount. So if you were to go, like, they have great furniture. They delivered it in one day, girl. I bought it today and she's like, okay. And I was like, I need it delivered. She's like, okay, not a problem. And I was like, perfect. You know what? I love this. This is such great customer service. And so then she's like, perfect. I said, okay, well, she goes, they'll be there at 6:30. And I was like, on what day? And they're like, today. I was like, today? She's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, well, okay then. I ain't mad at it. So they ended up, I bought it today. They delivered it today. So I'm using a lighter pink now, which is going to be the transition shade because I am going to put white on underneath my eyebrow. So I'm using a pinky magenta shade just to go around that edge. Go a little bit more over here. Okay. Then you're going to take it down here. The reason why I like to do my lightest shade and fluffing it pretty low, something that I learned from Roxy Andrews when she was doing her Makeup Mondays, is that I'm going to do this trick here in just a little bit about putting a luminizer underneath my eye, and I put a lot of it. And what it does is it ends up making the shade ombre. Ooh. Thank you, Jeffrey. Jeffrey is amazing. I work with Jeffrey, and he is so supportive of everything I do, including my 5-hour naps. Yes, when I take naps, sometimes they're 5 hours. He goes, that's not a nap, girl. You went to sleep. Like, you just went to bed. Like, that's what that's called. And I was like, no, it's a nap. I woke up and it was still daylight. So that's a nap. Goodness. My sinuses, I don't know what's blooming here or what, but I have been, like, struggling. Struggle bus US of A when it comes to my sinuses. Okay, so now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking a purple. So I want to keep my eyeshadow pink. So I'm trying to make sure that when I cut my crease that I don't lose that definition. Because if I was just to go in here with a another shade that I have, it's going to look red. And I don't want that. I love this shade though, girl. She's everything. It's all about building up layers to get that blend that you're looking for. Hey. So, funny story, I tell every client that I meet that, because I do makeup, obviously, and I'm like, I can't stand people around my eyes. I don't see how you do it. And they're like, what? And I'm like, I can't stand people around my eyes. I could never, ever have somebody do my eye makeup because I would be tearing the entire time. I'm like, I can't mess with that, girl. You over here about to, like, you got me twisted if you think that I'm about to just let you do my makeup like that. No, ma'am, Pam. No, ma'am, Pam. That's what's not going to happen. My eyebrows are giving me the gout tonight, girl. But it's all good. It is all good, baby. Just magenta right here to get even more attitude on my eye. Then I'm going to take that light pink residue and fluff it into my nose contour just right here. Okay. Now then, where is my white brush? Here we go. I'm trying to see, do I want this iridescent or not? I think I do. I want to put this here. This one's going to come off pink, so I want to use this one. So I'm slightly overlapping this into the pink eyeshadow to give it this frost, because this shade is iridescent eyeshadow. So yes, it's white, but it'll color just what you put it on top of, and it has a little bit of a pinky purple hue to it. Ooh. Ooh, child. Now, don't forget, blend, blend, blend. So I'm taking the residue off that light pink brush and I'm lightly touching. And I mean, like, I'm barely even pushing down because I want to make sure that it's melting into that lighter shade. See? So when that light hits it, she cuts up, baby. Ooh! Yes! Marilyn, you're gonna jinx us, girl. All right, Willie, where you going? She's like, girl, you got about 9 hours. You still gonna be on? I love Perrier. Ugh, got a little warm though. All right. Now then. Ugh, over here like hiking it up, getting ready, girl. You gonna get you a cocktail? Well, you can leave me on while you walk in there. Thank you, clown gods. So I'll tell you, there has been so many people following me today. I was super excited because I wasn't expecting it. I haven't went live in a couple of days. And I was like, I really need to go live, but I've been so busy with work. And so it's hilarious because I looked on there and I was like, why the hell am I getting so many people following me? I started realizing that the algorithm finally has put me into my own people. Hello, hey guys. Makeup junkies, LGBTQ allies, and LGBTQ folks, plus ow. So finally, I made it there. So yeah, so it's been fantastic because I've literally been put into the algorithm to where I can just stay on top and be in with my folks. So it's been great. So I've been having all them people on here. Girl. The questions that people ask on here kill me. Like, it is so damn funny. What's cute but too expensive? Girl. Lip line pimples? Right. I'm like, girl, what in the hell? What causes those? Yeah, herpes. I'm just kidding, girl. So sometimes if you get overly hydrated on your skin, like if you use a cream or a serum that's entirely too hydrated for your skin, what will end up happening is it'll end up breaking you out. And it's not just around your lip line. What you usually see them as is if your eye cream is too heavy, you'll get these tiny little white dots around your eye. It's really hard to pop them. You shouldn't pop them. But I will tell you, a lot of times if your product is too creamy and too heavy for you, that is what will end up happening. So you'll end up having a ton of problems. I'm trying to think what I want to put on my eyelid. Kind of feel like I need to go like, excuse me, white on my eyelid, and then, so here's her. Let's cut this eye so I can start putting this liner on. I'm so excited about this new chair. I have wanted a throne for so long. Like, so long. So you're noticing that I'm putting the white on. It's not just to brighten. What I'm doing is I'm actually carving out my eye. So if you have a hooded eye, this is a little trick that you can do that makes your eye look a lot bigger than what it actually is. See? So the other thing is you think I was kidding when I said herpes, but sometimes that's actually what it is. It's fever blisters. So if you're ever like you ever just got sick and you're getting over being sick, or if something happens and most of the time it's just when your immune system is really low. But I mean, I get them too, honestly, and they hurt like hell. Just go get a Breva, and it'll like go them quicker. If it's that close to your lip. If it really is just your skin like close to your lip, it really is, sometimes your product, it just doesn't work for you anymore. So you have to look in to see if there is anything that you've been using for a long time. Just like look, like maybe just like take something out and change it. But if you ever incorporate something new into your skincare, you need a month before your skin will stop freaking out on you, because what happens is your skin has to get used to the newness. Carve this out here. Be a long, long time. You know what? A Breva, I was like, I think she's working, but I don't know if she's working or not. I mean, I've always used it when I've ever had something, but I never really knew if it for real worked. Let's just get real. So you're probably right. To just go get a script from the doctor. And the thing is, too, is just ask the doctors. The doctors are, I mean, they've heard and seen just about everything. They're not there to judge you, so don't, like, get nervous to have to ask a question. Because, honestly, like, that's like when it comes to STDs. People are like, oh, I didn't go because I was embarrassed. And they're like, embarrassed about what? Like, they know that people are active. The other part is they know that, you know, that it's already hard enough to ask about things like that, because it's uncomfortable. Let's put it that way. I've never had to like ask specifically, but I had a roommate many years ago when I first moved out after high school, that he found out. I don't remember what it was. It wasn't anything bad. I think it was like, what is it called? Girl, my mind is just blank as hell. Chlamydia or something like that. I don't even know. But because I was roommates with him and they didn't know like what kind of roommates they make you go to, so I had to go and get blood work and all that stuff, and you know, I didn't have anything. They were like, okay, you're all good, you can leave. And I'm like, all right, cool, bye. I mean, he had to get a shot, so he was like, no, they just do that. And I'm like, I don't think they just do that as precaution, girl. I think that you had it and you had to get it done. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the light pink that was on my brush, and I am blending out the edge. So I already set my eye with the white, and then I am going in and I'm softening the edge because it causes almost like a halo effect. Okay. Now, I'm not re-dipping my brushes. I'm just using what was already on here before. So I'm just going back in and crisping up lines here for my shape. I wanted to make sure that I had a cut in my eye, just giving all that extra. Now I'm going to go into my eyeliner. So when I go to my eyeliner, I am going to be using a black cream liner. And I'm going to go pretty big on my eye makeup, or pretty big on my eyeliner. So I get really big. Because I want my eye just to look snatched and pulled. Just know that once I finish this, I have something I'm going to be unboxing a little bit later on that I got as a gift. So I'm super excited about it. So just make sure you stay, because I will open that. And then of course I will sit and drag because I'm putting on my wig and all that stuff. I already have my outfit underneath here because I didn't want to leave, the camera to go get dressed. I did that the first time I ever got on, and I'm like, I'm not doing that again. So now I have gotten smarter with it and already have body on and all that kind of stuff. So it's been a lot easier. I love this cream liner, but she is a bitch to work with. I'll say that. Okay. And the funny thing about this liner is when I use it, I make the ugliest faces when I do liner. I'm just letting you know right now. I do apologize for the stank face I'm making. It's so funny because this eyeliner, like, I can literally sweat and I'll have a little bit come off, but I try and use a damn makeup wipe and this thing stays on for life. She just grips, baby. She's like, no! I'm like, girl, let go. I'm like, what are you going through? I'm like, if you do not get off this damn eye. The funny thing is when I have to work the next day and I'm over here looking like a trash panda girl, just a raccoon down. And liners, they're never going to be perfect. Some people are like, oh, they got to be exact. And I'm like, they're never going to be exact. Stop worrying about it. Like, the great thing about this brush is it's cut at an angle, so it's a lot easier for me to see. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cassandwich. Jeffrey, you are hilarious. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, Jeffrey Sanchez. Hey, what's going on? Yes, girl, you already know. I am over here just playing in makeups, in the cosmeticals. Just putting a little chapstick on for the kids, girl. Just a little bit of chapstick, baby. That's what you tell people when they're like, oh my gosh, you got on so much makeup. You're like, girl, it's just a little chapstick. I don't even know what you're talking about. I went to this really cool place that I got this dress today that I'm wearing tonight. Not this is my cover-up. But we ended up, like, I saw it when Rich and I, we went to the furniture store. And then Rich Elton and I went to the furniture store. And then I was like, he was like, let's go to that place because I want to buy this cute bag. And he's like, I saw it. And I was like, yeah, absolutely, let's go. And I was like, and then I want to mingle nada. He was like, okay, we can do that. And I was like, perfect. Well, we go get his purse. And then when we were leaving, I was like, wait a minute, what's that store? And it was another store. It's like a wholesale place. Well, I'm just letting you know, and he's going to laugh when he sees this. However, we go to this one store, or this one like mall, okay? And it's like a wholesale place, and you know, we buy different things there, like clutches and stuff like that. Like my Black Lives Matter purse, I found that there. And it was so damn funny because when I tell you, a little chapstick and mascara, hello. But it was like, we go there and, like, I mean, we spend money, girl. I mean, when I go, like, I'm there to spend money. Like, I want to buy all kind of stuff. If I like something, I will come back and buy it. And the funny thing is there's this one area where this lady, this Asian lady, every single time she sees us, we will walk over that direction and she'll be pulling in the damn mannequins. And I'm like, what the hell? And I'm like, I told him, I said, do you not notice that every time we come here, she ends up taking the damn mannequins in like she's closing, like she's acting like she's closing. He goes, what? He goes, you know what? Now that you said something, I think you're right. He's like, I have noticed that. And I was like, yes. And every time we've been in there, she doesn't speak to us. And he's like, well, yeah. He goes, girl, you notice all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, well, yeah, I notice it because it's customer service. Like, why am I going to spend money in your store if you can't even speak to me, Mary? Like, the hell? So, literally, there is a girl that we met in there. She's awesome, and her mom works in there too. And not in that same store, but because there's like booths in this store. There's like different stores in this mall. But it's not a mall like you're thinking. It's a wholesale mall. So we literally, like, I told this girl last time I saw her because she came to Rich's Shop With Me event at Saks. So he was shopping from 2 to 4 this past week during EGC at Saks. And so you could actually meet him and shop with him and for his favorite Dior products that he purchases. So we're literally, like, I told her, I said, there's a lady that works in this other one, and I cannot stand it because I'm like, it pisses me off. And she goes, what? And I said, this woman, every time we come in there, she acts like she's closing, and she takes her mannequins in. Girl. And I'm like, she goes, well, I mean, we could be closing at that time. I said, girl, please. If you opened at 11:01, I could be coming in, and she's pulling them damn things in, girl. Like, are you kidding me? No, ma'am. And so she died laughing. And so I have literally been telling everybody about this woman. And Rich keeps laughing at me because he's like, you are so mad about this woman. I was like, I am. Because there is this cute dress that I want to purchase in there. But I'm not going to give her money. Because, I mean, she is literally being shady as hell. And he's like, girl, really? And I'm like, yes, like, I'm that pressed on customer service. So I was like, honey, this is some bullshit. So we go today. And he goes, girl, you gonna tell the story? I said, I sure am. So every time I went somewhere today in that damn mall, I said, yeah, there's a lady over here. Okay, so we got there with a ton of time before they closed. Tons of time. Okay. We get in there, we're shopping, we're buying stuff, we got bags. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, we got all kind of stuff. Girl, we get to that damn booth, and I literally had told the mom of the daughter that I told y'all that we knew that came to the meet and greet. I told her, I was like, yeah, that lady is so rude. And she's like, who? And so I told her, and she's like, oh, wow. And so we go over there, and sure enough, that damn door is closed and locked, and she ain't even there. And I fell out laughing. I said, bitch, she done saw us pulling up in the damn parking lot and done kicked it, bitch. Girl. I said, her ass is gone. Oh my God. He goes, you were so mean for telling all these people. I said, for what? I said, I'm still shopping, so I want them to know that the reason why I'm shopping over here versus this other place is because of this. Because I want them to understand customer service is important. I don't care if it's wholesale. I don't care what's going on, I expect service, because at the end of the day, I'm spending my money in your location, and I don't have to. That's the part that they don't understand. When it comes to wholesale, I could get this shit everywhere or anywhere else. Girl, yes. So the funny thing is I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna walk in wholesale. Wholesale. You know I'm country, bitch. So, long story short, the next time we go in there and she's working, I'm airing her out. And because I don't have time for that. I'm like, that is so damn rude. And I was like, and I told the lady, I said, here's the thing, it'd be different if it was like maybe once that it happened. I said, but every single time we come here is the same issue. So guys, I've already put my liner down, and so now I'm setting it with a black eyeshadow. What that does is it helps it not move, which this liner doesn't move anyway once she's dry. However, it gets me even more intensity on my shadow. On my liner, because of the shadow. So this woman, she don't even know what kind of storm she's got coming for her, because I'm gonna be like, excuse me, ma'am. Because on here, I'm like, I can handle the attitude from folks on here, because I ain't paying you for shit. But if I'm trying to come in there and buy something, and you gonna treat me like that? Oh, no ma'am, Pam, no ma'ams, Pams, absolutely not. It's like, what you're not gonna do is think you better show out, Keisha. While you showing out over here, ma'am. Your liners do not have to be perfect. Doesn't really matter, girl. If somebody's that damn close to clock your liner, they better be tipping, is all I gotta say. And I'll tell them too. If they're like, blah, 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 and I'm like, girl, you better be tipping me a whole lot more than this $1 if you better be this close to my face, ma'am. What y'all think, baby? Let's get her in here. Oh, yeah. God. Ooh. Ooh, bitch. Ooh. Thank you, Casey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, my love. Mwah. You're the best. I appreciate the tips, the roses, the animated everything. Now I'm taking a purple and going right into this crease line just to define the eye ever so slightly. And then I'm buffing it right into this black liner. Thank y'all for the roses. I appreciate y'all so much. The tips are appreciated. I will tell you, I use the tips that you guys give me to buy more drag. So thank you so, so, so much. It is very much appreciated. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Drag is expensive, so I'm one of those that I use my craft and put it back into my craft as much as possible. Because, yeah, it's expensive, girl. Honey. Woo. Yes, God. Let's take a little bit of this right here. Ooh, this is that same stuff that I put on my brow bone. All right. Now then, let me deepen this eyebrow. So I do put a shadow on top of the eyebrow just because I want to make sure that the definition is exactly what I need. It just sharpens it, gives it more attitude. Whew. Yes, ma'am. That's what I'm talking about. Child. Yes, ma'am. Ooh, look at that brow. All right. So now I'm going to use this luminizer. This luminizer is one of my favorite. I use a gold luminizer. So when I do the gold luminizer, I use it on the front of my eyebrow. Over. So I'm wearing blonde hair. That's why I went so far over. Because this is going to make it look like I have blonde eyebrows on. Just as an ombre. This is what really helps make sure that you don't have really, really harsh brows. Yes! You're gonna need sleep after this? Honey, trust. Trust and believe. You're gonna need some sleep because this is gonna be a lot. This is a whole lot, girl. All right, let's put the cheek on. So I am now taking my blush because I told you I'm a big blush person. Starting here, up. And you look underneath my eye, it looks like I'm losing a lot of space. But I'm gonna show you a little trick that I do with a Dior Luminizer, and I can say Dior because that's the brand I work for. So you will take your luminizer. So my contacts are from a hair store. I got them a couple months ago. I wear them all the damn time. So I'm using a luminizer. This one has a bluish purple hue to it. And I'm doing it in a Nike check mark underneath my eye. Underneath my eye on the cheekbone. So here. So if you'll notice, it starts to make the under eye look softer. That's why I went so far down on my eye makeup, because it's going to make it look blended. I take a little bit down the center of my nose to get that highlight. Then I go back to my blush brush because I want to make sure, this is where I get a little bit OCD. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is set the face. I will put my luminizer on again. Put a little bit more burgundy on here. Perfect. All right, so you have a lot of powder on. So what you're gonna end up doing is spraying your entire face, because it's gonna make all of the powder get hydrated again. And which, when it dries, it looks like skin, okay? So saturate. I'm running out. Take your fan and dry it. Just try and make sure that you don't have any water dots that are gonna start like dripping down the face. Blush till my heart's content. Hello, I put a ton of blush on, baby. Now, and it's funny you say that because I go back into the blush. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take more luminizer. This is why I wasn't that worried about putting a ton of white powder under my eye, because this is gonna come off a lot better on camera than a ton of white powder. You know what I mean? Okay, now get your blush. Excess there. Buff her down. Okay, spray it again. Ugh, I'm literally running out of this. Do I have another bottle anywhere? Ugh. Damn water dots. It'll dry. So you see how it starts to look like skin? Thank you, thank you. Thank y'all. So now all I have to do is lash and lip and then hair, and then I'm done. I have some earrings that I purchased that I got in. I'm super excited to put them on. They're from my favorite jewelry supplier. Every Thursday, there is Seville Lady Drake and Sebastian Drake. They do a drag jewelry auction on Facebook. Obsessed. And when I tell you I am obsessed with their jewelry, it is to the point where I will only purchase their jewelry. All right. Now then, we'll put this lip on and then put my lash on. I wish I could listen to music on here. That shit gets blocked every time. Uh-huh. Honey, y'all are the show. That's what I'm getting ready for. Is my show with you. Uh-huh. I know, right? Even though my lips are big, I still overdraw my lips. And that's how I get that pout on here. And then so that's a little trick you do. if you're up for the challenge, is that you put on your lipstick. You put it on the bottom lip, and then you rock it back and forth for it to give you the fullness on the top of your lip. Like that. And that gives you your fullness. Now then, we are gonna add lash. And then while my lip is drying, I actually have another lip I wanna put on top of this. And it is a beautiful shade that's gonna make my lip look like an iridescent pink. Love it, I love it. Yeah! Yeah, I do. Ooh. You already know. You know when you start making that face, though, you are feeling the gig, honey. I tell everybody that. I'm like, if you're not doing that face, you're not feeling the gig for real. So here lately I've been doing the trick where I put my bottom lashes, I do a rhinestone and then a bottom lash, a rhinestone and a bottom lash. So I'm not doing that tonight. That's not always something that I do. It just depends on the look that I'm going for. But tonight I want my eyes to look more snatched on the top. More of a pull. And if I put the lash and then the rhinestones on the bottom, what it does is it ends up rounding out my eye. And I don't want that. The great thing about putting this much liner on is I don't have to be exactly on my eyelash line with my mascara. I mean with my false lash. Ooh. If you ever get lash glue on, let it dry, and then once it dries, like if you have like some that's on your skin, like on your makeup, let it dry, and then once it dries you can just peel it off. But if you go to wipe it, you're gonna smear it and then there's no getting it off at that point. Y'all are hilarious. Okay, and then a little trick that I do is I take a little bit of the glue on the end of my brush and I put it on the top corner of my eye. And the reason why I do this is because I don't want my eyelids to start drooping or sagging. So this gives me a lift. So a lot of people will buy the lashes that already do this. I personally do not like how those lashes look on me because they end up curling so much that they're in my eyebrow. And I'm like, girl, this is a hot mess. So I just don't do that. I now just buy straight lashes and then I will put them on at an angle. And what I do is I take that little bit, I put it on here, so you'll see like right here, and it sticks up on the corners. And then once it dries, you can push it down a little bit if you want to. I prefer mine to go straight up because I want them to give that lift. I want that wing. Okay, so now that we have, that's trying to jump off, that on, I'm gonna put mascara on. So a little trick that I like to do is I actually went to the hair store and purchased one of these. It looked like a little mermaid tail. So this is actually for you to do your clay mask and stuff with, but I don't do all that crap. So I use it for my mascara. So what you do is you put it behind your lash like this, and then you push from your lashes up. This you can do with regular lashes, false lashes. What it does is makes it to where if you're really shitty at putting on mascara without getting it all over the damn place, it's fine, because this is gonna create a barrier. See, y'all wasn't ready for that. Y'all was not ready for that. So the reason why I got this, there was a makeup artist that was doing this before, but I was using a credit card before. Credit card or a business card or whatever kind of card I could find to put this shit on. Because, girl, I was not trying to fight with my mascara anymore. And then mascara on the bottom. You see that face I'm making? Ooh, ooh, babe. Yes, ma'am. What you not gonna do? All right, so now that that's on, let me put my topper on my lips. Oh, yeah. All right. You know what time it is, girl. It's time to put this wig on. What do we think? Take my hair off. Thank you, Jeffrey. All right, let's get this wig on, girl. Let me get some of this stuff out of the way so that I can, I want to unbox something with you guys here in just a little bit. We're going to sit and we're going to chit-chat for a minute. We're going to sit and chit-chat because I want to get to know you as much as you wanted to know me. One big happy family. All right, girl. She's going to be blonde tonight. She's going to be blonde. This hair is kind of crispy, so we'll see how she works. Rooted wigs are not my favorite, I'm not going to lie. Because you get about like 5 hot wears out of it. And then after that, you're like... Because there's just so... you have to put so much hairspray in them to make them look realistic on the hair, like on your head. Ah. Anybody else trying to paint right now? Anybody trying to catch up to me? And I'm by you, better, baby. Ooh, she look crazy as hell being pulled back, girl. You couldn't try? All right. Bring her back ever so slightly. The last thing I want is have a 9 head. First off, I need this shit to get out of my face. Okay, now then. Y'all about to learn all the tricks right now, baby. Yes, this is pantyhose. So y'all just didn't even know. Y'all thought a girl was gonna sit here and just relax while holding on to my hair. That's what's not gonna happen. So I saturated the root line with a ton of hairspray. Now I tied a piece of pantyhose around my head, girl. Now, let's get this body yaddy yaddy going on in this hair. Get some shape. Because we're in Texas, y'all. You know, the bigger the hair, the closer to Jesus. And from what I hear, he lived really far away. So I got a long way to go. This Got to Be Blue hairspray, though, is on point. See, y'all didn't even know. Y'all was coming in for a complete show, baby. See, if I could get away with the rights, I would do a damn song and y'all could just tip a queen. But they ain't gonna allow that. They are not gonna allow that. You already know. I'm like, honey, this hair is large and in charge, baby. Large and in charge. You already know. Y'all can call me the big booyah Barbie doll of the South. Thank you. Because she is plus size Barbie work. Ooh. Bitch. Ooh. Ooh. Cha. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, what y'all think? Ooh, what do y'all think? Ooh. Ooh, damn! She just keep getting bigger! It's usually what happens when you play with it. Ooh. All my life. Ooh. You know what? Y'all just don't even know how to handle me, because you know what? I don't even know how to handle me right now. Bitch. Ooh, cha. My level of confidence, girl, she's through the roof. She is. My confidence is through the damn roof. Because guess what? If you can't love you, how the hell anybody else going to? See, this is why I don't mess with Rudy wigs. They're high maintenance as hell. Where's that fan? Whew. Yes, God. Yes, God. See, that's what you gotta say, baby. Woo. How's it gonna keep it on? So I have it up and then I've glued, the hairspray that I use is very strong. So now if I was going in a show or something like that, I would duct tape my head, and then pin the duct tape to, or pin the wig to the duct tape. But because I'm not doing all that, I don't need all that. It didn't matter what my father wanted, honey. He wasn't even around, girl. He was not around, baby. He was around long enough for me to know that I didn't want him part of my life. Ooh. All right. Let's get these earrings on. Actually, I'm going to take this off to my outfit and I'm going to put the earrings on, okay? Because I want to be able to show, I like to record this and re-show it later on. So, let me put my outfit, reveal, or not even reveal, just show my damn outfit because I've been sitting in this damn thing forever, baby. Forever, ever. Forever and ever. Ooh. Something underneath there, girl. Alright. Let's get... Ah! I'm knocking shit over! Ooh. Ooh, y'all wasn't ready. Ooh. Yes, ma'am. Ooh. Honey. Let's get a little bit more body right here. There we go. What do we think, guys? What do we think? Yeah. Just snatched down. Ooh, pull this down, girl. She was hiding in my damn sleeve, my other sleeve. There we go. Thank you, thank you. So if you're just joining, my name is Justice Taylor. I am a drag queen, if you couldn't tell from the very light chapstick that I'm wearing. Very, very light chapstick. Wait, do I want this down here or do I want to go through here? No, we'll just go through here. So I've been an entertainer for about 12 or 13 years. I recently relocated to Houston, Texas. So I'm super excited to be here for new endeavors. I moved here for my career. So yeah, so I have a YouTube channel. So my YouTube channel, anytime I go live on TikTok Live to do my makeup, I do from start to finish of my makeup. I put it on there so that you can go back and watch it at another time. So tonight's will be on tomorrow at 10 a.m. I want to know what to do for Halloween. So if you guys have anything specific that you're wanting to see, please make sure that you go on and comment on my video tomorrow, which is going to be this video. And in the comment section, tell me what you want to see. Do you want to see something more natural? Do you want to see something very vampy? Like, what is it you want to see? And I will look on there, and if I end up choosing your makeup look to do, I will tag you in the video here when I'm going live for you to come on and watch. And then also, I will make sure that when I go on YouTube to post it, that I will say makeup look inspired by, and I will tag you to make sure that they know who to go and see on on TikTok. So yeah, so I have a ton of opportunity to do makeup. I'm a makeup junkie, so I'm always looking for something new to do. But yeah, so I feel naked without jewelry on. Are you ready for me to put on some jewelry? Are you ready for it? I have something that I want to wear, so I bought them from, like I said, the divas that I always purchase my jewelry from. They do a drag jewelry auction every Thursday night, and it is usually 9:30 p.m. or 9 p.m. Central Time. And then when I tell you, they are amazing jewelry. The quality of their stones are fantastic. The quality of their settings are fantastic. And so I saw these and I had to have it. So I purchased them and I'm like, girl, giving opulence, just, wait till I get some earrings on, then we'll do some screenshots. And also what I'm gonna do before I show you these is I'm going to put my earrings on, and then we'll do where I get you guys to do a screenshot of my live. And if you do the screenshot, and then you go onto TikTok and post it and just put a song with it, or you can, what I usually say do is like post it and then duet your own video and tag me in it, so that way you can say anything that's on there. Say, oh, I learned so much makeup tips from her, make sure you go check her out. Or, hey, Justice, I just wanted to say thank you again for the great live. But literally screenshot once I get my jewelry on. And then I have to have my jewelry on. If I don't have my jewelry on, girl, I'm not going to like it, girl. Because I'm going to be looking like a dude. A dude. Yeah, no. So, what you're going to do is screenshot once I get my jewelry on. And then you're going to do it on my TikTok. So you can either just post the picture of it and put some music with it and hashtag me. Or you can post it and duet it to yourself. So you're saying something on there. The reason why is if you go on, whoever gets the most likes, and I'm going to write it down, whoever gets the most likes on their video of me, of my screenshot, I will let you come on live with me the next time I'm on TikTok live, and we will have a 5-minute conversation. I will let you ask questions. We can just talk. We can just chit chat. You can tell me about you. You can tell me where you perform. You can tell me about your family. You can tell me what your tricks are, like if you do flips, whatever it is. So whoever gets the most likes on their video, the screenshot of me, will get to come on here with me, okay? So I'm excited to finally start doing it, but here is my jewelry. Is this not freaking cute? They are cherries, girl. Cherries, baby. Oh, I'm so pumped. They're so stinking cute. So... Aw, thank you guys. Thank you. Y'all are so sweet. Y'all have no idea. Like, I know y'all are having fun, but I enjoy this a lot more than you do. Because it's drag is something that is like an escape for me. I work a lot of hours, so when I get to do drag, it is something that I get to just enjoy myself and not think about anything else other than just having fun with you. So... let's get this on here. Do not forget, whenever we do the screenshot, and I'll tell you when to take it, to make sure that you tag me in it so that I can see it. And then I'm going to make a list, and whoever has the most, I will let you know when you will be going live with me. So that way, if you want to get in drag, or if you want to get in any type of costuming, whatever it is, or just make sure that you're ready to go. And we'll have a good time. So I really want to make sure that not only I'm getting amazing followers, but that you have the opportunity as well. Because here's the thing. I support those that support me. It's how it is. It's how it should be. Support those that support you. Oh, I love these earrings. this glue I have. One of them's old, so I'm trying to figure which one it is. I think it's actually the one that I just put on this one. I need to get some more glue. That one's empty. So I'm using nail glue to put on my earrings. It's always what I've done. No, it doesn't feel great, but it doesn't like hurt to the point where like I don't want to do it. Let's just say that. Because I wear humongous jewelry. I'm so glad I got this new chair. When I tell you, I'm so pumped about it. This chair is so cute. Super glue! Yes, absolutely. I just hate getting this shit on my fingers because then I'm like picking at them forever. Aw, thank you. Miss Kathy's like, look at all that pink, girl. Okay, so I'm super excited about this. Look at the ring. I'm not even like a ring person for real, but I love, there's always a earring ring combos. And I'm like, they're so stinking cute. Okay. All right, everybody give me a thumbs up if you're ready to do the screenshot. And everybody give me hearts if you're gonna be posting it. Girl. Yes! All right. Here we go. Again, if you can't remember, my name is Justice Taylor. Justice Taylor is my name. So Justice Taylor 2020 is my name on here. My YouTube, by the way, is in the link in the bio. So don't worry about having to go and find this. I will literally be doing, posting this tomorrow. It will be, I'll be uploading it tonight. So it'll immediately go on tomorrow at 10 a.m. But yes, okay. So here we go. Let's do the pictures. All right. So, all right, we're done. All right, we're good. We are fabulous. We're ready to go, guys. All right. So, get this closed. I'm so excited. Did y'all see the Diet Coke bag that I had? Oh, look at this. And it's so freaking cute. So stinking cute. Diet Coke, girl. Diet Coke. I'm so excited that I've been finally getting the right crowd in here. Because I'll tell you, the algorithm in TikTok is different. So, I mean, it's one of those things that you have to be consistent. And then whenever you finally get in, like, you're on there. So, it's been an issue because, I mean, we've had so many crazy people that come in here. And I'm like, girl, it's on your For You page because you looked at something like this. But now that it's finally realized, like, who my folks are and who I'm going to be supporting and who supports me, is going to be fantastic. Because now, it's like, you know, moving to a new city and trying to find a gay bar. Damn piece right here is bugging the hell out of me. You can see it in the camera, and I'm like, no ma'am. There we go. Perfect. So, it's so funny whenever you see drag, because you see it start off from nothing, and that's why I love to come on here and actually do drag from zero. So, literally no contacts, no makeup, nothing. And I like to sit here and go, because the thing is people get very intimidated by makeup. And it's just makeup. It is just makeup. It is not that big of a deal. And when I tell you, it's one of those things that you just have to sit and play, find out what works for you. So, like my eyeliner, okay? I put a ton of black eyeliner on. And it's one of those things, I love it. It makes my eyes look snatched. It makes it look bigger. It gives me drag. And the thing is drag is so many different forms, and you will never know what is your drag until you find it and just have fun and enjoy it. Don't let people tell you, don't wear this, don't do that. You know, I mean, you have to just play and see what works best for you, because we're different people. None of us are the same, and none of us are going to have to deal with, yeah, all drag is valid. Done. Done.com. Done.com, .gov, .edu, .net. I mean, it's done. What is wrong with this man? Well, thank you for coming in. For one, I appreciate your support, sir. If you don't like what you're looking at, that means that you went on the wrong thing or the right thing of what you've been looking at recently, because it brought me to you. I am God sent directly to your For You page. Thank you for making sure. Making sure. No, I'm just kidding. I'm telling you guys, have fun with the people that are negative. Good or bad, it's all good publicity, baby. And the thing is they got to know your name, because they're like, what is this? We don't even like this. This is ridiculous. And I'm like, well, thanks for commenting about 9 times, because it's making me look absolutely amazing and making me look, I'm so busy. I'm like, girl, you are so stressed, and it's not even that big of a deal. I'm like, you were so worried about it. Where did that box go that I brought in here, by the way? I'm like, I know I brought that damn box in here for me to unbox. But what'd I do with it? Did I knock it off? Did I put it somewhere? Did I eat it? That's a possibility. That is definitely a possibility. Where is it? I'm like, I have it, but I don't know where I put it. So it's not there. It's not in there. Y'all need some cheese made candy? Cheese made candy is the best. Make sure y'all go order stuff. There's a hair on here. Make sure you go order shit. I'm like, I don't even know. Where did it go? Did I eat it? I mean, seriously. I brought the damn thing in here. Where is it? Oh, shit. It's over here. All right, don't go anywhere. 2 seconds. I'm going to grab it. Oh, my God. I'm thinking thin, but it's not working. Ooh, look at that chair, baby. Look at that chair. Get this damn cover up out of my way so I can walk. Move that out of the way. She's entering again. She is back for another run. Ooh, but we know that's a lie, because she doesn't run. She doesn't even jog, because that's exercise, and a bitch doesn't want to sweat. Think thinner, girl. I'm thinking as thin as I can go, baby. It ain't working. I am thinking so thin. So, I'm really excited. So, I was given this gift. It is Christian Dior. I'm so pumped to open it. I've been waiting. They're like, did you open it yet? And I'm like, no, because I'm just waiting. I'm waiting. So, I'm trying to get situated again. I'm over here looking like a damn Barbie doll, and it's hard. No. I'm just saying, it's hard being a plus-size Barbie doll. We all want it. Everybody's too scared to ask for it. That's literally how I felt when I was growing up. I had so many damn Barbies, it wasn't even funny. But, like, I was like, why are these Barbies not real? Like, how? They're, like, real. And I'm like, yeah, they're all blonde. So, like, I would never get, like, when people, my grandmother would purchase Barbies for me, which, you know, my mother just loved. And I was like, I don't want these Barbies. They're fake. And she goes, well, yeah, they're fake. They're Barbies. And I was like, no, they don't look like real people. So I always wanted brunette, or pretty much any Barbie that had no blonde hair. I'm just going to say that. So what would happen is I had a ton of Jasmine Barbies from Aladdin. Loved her because she had dark hair and those giant drag queen earrings. Let's get real. Then, then what ended up happening is we would end up getting Ariel. I had so many Ariel Barbies, it wasn't even funny. I love her red hair, okay? I was obsessed with her red hair. And I'm like, girl, you can't tell me anything about her. Anything about her. Jasmine, ugh, with them big old earrings, some giant triangles, honey, to this day. So it's so funny because I bought a pair of earrings and the person was like, oh, I didn't know you would like these. And I'm like, girl, please, it looks like Jasmine down. So, and I want to look like Jasmine. The only thing is the hair was the only thing that was a different color, but none of them were plus size, okay? And I never saw an African-American Barbie. I sure as hell wanted that, girl. So, I mean, I'll tell you, they really need to start upping their game on the different nationalities and different ethnicities when it comes to Barbie. Plus, they need to come back with some damn plus-size Barbies. And I'm not talking about, like, fat Barbie where you're like, oh, let's give her a double chin. Like, I want her to look like a plus-size Barbie. Like, I want her to look like normal people. Look like normal people. Ain't nobody perfect. Ain't nobody perfect. But it did always kind of freak me out that her legs wouldn't really bend, and then when you're trying to bend the knee, it would do that weird, like, popping thing, like when you try and, like, your, like, finger gets dislocated or something. I was like, and like, like, no! I don't want it. I don't want it. No, ma'am. But I will tell you, it was so funny. My grandmother had, did you ever have somebody, like, when you was growing up, they had something really cool that was in their house that you were like, girl, that is so cool. So my grandmother, I almost said mother, my grandmother had this shower, okay? It was a walk-in shower, that's all it was. But it looked like a closet. So literally, if you walked into her bedroom, you would just think she just had all these closets. But this closet door would open, and she would have a fucking, like, walk-in shower in there, girl, with another glass door. And it was that frosted glass. Honey, I will tell you, I played Waterworld for I don't know how long. Her water bill was through the damn roof. I was like, honey, I was eating her at a house and home because I was forever wanting grilled cheese and french fries. And then I would go sit in the damn... I would literally go sit in the damn shower. And I mean, it was big. It was a pretty big walk-in shower. And so I would, like, have... Like, I would bring string in there to make it seem like they were swinging from the vines and stuff. Like, I would bring bowls in there to make it seem like they had a hot tub. Like, honey, I was creative, baby. I straight up would tie them to a string and have them on the ceiling fan, make it like they were flying, girl. We called it the carnival. But I'm like, honey, you want my laugh? Oh, thank you, Brewster. Thank you. I appreciate it. That is such a compliment. I'm glad that you like my laugh because I literally laugh nonstop. Like, it is ridiculous. Honey, my grandmother did not give a shit until I left her alone. You are so right. Thank you. Kathleen, that was awesome. Thank you so much for the rose. I appreciate you so much. They, when I tell you, my grandmother didn't give a shit. She was like, whatever. Like, but the weird thing is my grandmother lived right next door to the cemetery, okay? And when I tell you, it creeped me out. The movie that scared me the most when I was growing up was Return of the Living Dead, where they, like, cut the body up and they put it in the crematorium and it ends up, like, making all of them come, like, alive. I freaked out, okay? Literally, she had one neighbor that was, like, just a house with, like, people living in there. And then the other neighbor was all the dead folks. So the neighbors that were alive were talking one night, and I freaked out because I was like, oh my God, I hear something. And my grandfather goes, it's just the dead people talking. Go to bed. And I was like, like, he messed up because I slept in the floor next to their bed forever. The Little Leprechaun dude, oh my gosh, that movie was just weird. Like, I didn't get freaked out about that stuff. Now, I didn't like her weird dolls. She had them ugly dolls that were, like, everywhere. And I'm like, they don't even look like people either. But I'm like, girl. Okay. So are you ready for me to open my Dior gift? I'm super excited. It is a piece of couture. Just kidding. It's a bag. It is a bag of some sort or a wallet. I love Christian Dior. I've worked for them for many years. That's why I can't talk about other products because it's a conflict of interest. And I would never want to jeopardize that. It is like working with family. It is fantastic. They are so sweet. They are very in tune to what each person wants, and they are very open to make sure that if you don't feel included, that they're going to make sure that you feel included. As far as like inclusivity, let's put it that way. They are very open-minded when it comes to making sure that they are staying up with the times and making sure nothing is taboo in the company. They're making sure that with diversity and inclusion, it is huge focus for them, which I appreciate, because I will tell you, I've done drag for, like I said, 12 or 13 years. I can't remember. I've been doing it since I'm 21 and I'm 34 now. Somebody do the math. So, the problem is that the brand, as far as fashion goes, I'm plus size. I can't wear it. So handbags, jewelry, things like that, I love to get because I can wear it. And here's the thing about cosmetics, and this is what people don't understand. Cosmetics is everybody's size. You never have to worry if it's going to be too big or too small for you. Cosmetics is the only thing that's universal for every single person to feel included, because the sizing is for everybody. The only thing that ends up changing, obviously, is some brands are not where they need to be when it comes to the shades. Because, I mean, come on, the skin tones are different. We just need to know the intensity and the undertone. So I will tell you, our company has went a very long way with making sure that almost every single person in the world has a shade, and they still continue because it's never ending. There's never going to be an end to creating new shades. Let's put it that way. All right, so if you're ready for me to open to see what's in here, give me a thumbs up and give me a lot of likes, guys. Tons and tons of likes. Ooh, Dior, darling. Dior, darling. Look at these cherries. Yes, socks. No, socks don't always fit, girl. Sometimes I would buy socks and they're too small. Marilyn, are you dying? Are you dying to see what's in here? He's gotta be inclusive, Marilyn. I'm shaking the box. Shaking the box. Shake. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Let's open the Dior box. Let's see what's in here, girl. This is my first time opening, so I'm super excited. I've been dying because I'm one of those. I'm a junkie for accessories, and I'm like, ah! Okay. Oh, I love the packaging. Hang on, let me try not to rip this damn sticker. Okay. I love the stickers. It's all about presentation. Okay. Here we go, guys. I'm so excited. Oh my God, I love it. It's a wallet. Oh my God. So the charms are super cute because you can take them off and put them on different things. And it says DIOR for Dior, obviously. I love this wallet. It's calf skin. It's super soft. I know this sounds weird, but smell your bags, your handbags, the like luxury bags. Oh, I love it. So the reason why this is such a big deal, excuse me, for me, is if you didn't know, I ended up moving here. It's been a little over like a month and a half, something like that. The movers that I hired, it was Allied Van Lines, ended up damaging almost everything I own. So the problem is the smell of leather. The thing is also in the process of them moving my items, every single box came in damaged, and I do mean every single box. However, they had water damage on one of the trucks when they were moving my items. And what happened is 6 or more boxes had to be reboxed by them, okay? This is where it gets real shady. So, they ended up repackaging 6 or more of my boxes. They did not tell me until it was dropped off, okay? Big plot twist here. I had one box that had a ton of my Dior and Louis Vuitton that was in there because I work for Dior, obviously. So it's LVMH, Louis Vuitton, Moët Hennessy. So I had a ton of things that are in there. I had some collector's bags from Maria Grazia Curie, which is our creative director from Dior now, from her first collection that she doesn't make anymore. You can't buy them anymore. That one alone was $2,000. So 11 of my bags in that box, because they reboxed them, were gone. They were taken. So The problem is now I have around $11,000 worth of bags missing. And that's being generous on the price of the bags because I had to put it in there. The problem is it's ridiculous. Thank you, Edgy. I appreciate, or Edge Spencer, I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So with that, I've been fighting with them. I literally had to threaten to sue them last week because the problem is if they were to not have unpacked anything or packed up anything, they wouldn't have been held liable other than just the insurance. But the problem is I paid $4,800 for the actual service itself. And then with the items that are gone, they packaged that box because of the damage. So now they are now held liable. So I told them, I said, just so you know, those bags were stolen. And if I do not get this resolved and get my money and get everything done and you take care of me like you should be offering to do without me having to fight you on it, then I will literally go file a police report for my stolen items because I have pictures of every single thing that's gone. And I said, and that is a felony charge for every item over $500. That's 11 counts of felony of whoever is going to be held liable for this. Or held liable, sorry. So, with that being said, I had somebody fabulous get me this Dior bag. I'm so appreciative because my collection is completely gone, except for maybe like 5 bags that I had with me. So I'm super sad. It's not just that I'm buying luxury bags, okay? The thing is what you don't understand is when I tell you that our company is like working for a family and working for somebody that really listens to what is important to you as a person, they do that. So I personally do not want male items. I want female items. I carry purses, I carry clutches, I carry wallets like this. And one year there was a conversation that was had and they found out that I personally do not want men's items. And instead of them saying, oh, he's ungrateful for not getting what he wants and he should just be appreciative of just getting anything, they actually took it to the step of giving me a female wallet that was roughly $2,000 on stage because I won Beauty Director of the Year. And I could not believe that they would do that. And she said, just so you know, we never want you to change you because you are what makes you successful in this position, and you, the way you are, is what makes our company successful in any role that you're in any capacity with us. And we would never want you to change as a person. So don't ever think that you can't have that conversation with us. And I said, I really just didn't want you to think I wasn't appreciative of getting something from you. And they said, you have no idea that it bothers us more that you would be nervous to even have to have that conversation. And if you, she said, it's our fault that you felt that way. It's not your fault that you felt that way. It's our fault that you felt that way, that you couldn't come to your own company and have that conversation. It meant so much to me. I could not believe that they appreciated me so much and they valued me as a person. And I don't know how many LGBTQ plus individuals I have in here, but I think you understand when I say it's weird to have to make excuses or apologize for being who you are because you've always been told that you shouldn't be what you are. So, sorry. You are important exactly who you are right now. So don't ever let anybody tell you that you shouldn't be you. I do drag because it is my chance to show any person that I can come in contact with that it's okay. I may put on a ton of makeup just to step in front of you, but I do it because I want you to know that it's okay to be who you are every single day. I will never, and it took me so long to understand this, I will never apologize for loving the person I'm with. I will never apologize for holding their hand. I will never apologize for doing drag in front of children because guess what? It is just like watching a movie or a play where they're dressed up as another character. Just because something's taboo because it makes you uncomfortable doesn't mean that it's wrong. And for so many years, I was told that I shouldn't be who I am. And I fought with that for many years. And when I tell you drag is the one way, and coming on here with you and having conversations with people, if you can't educate, then you're the problem also. So I'm here to tell you, I don't care what you personally are going through. Guess what? If the people around you doesn't like what you're doing, it's not you that's the problem. It's them. And it took many, many years. And, you know, being fired for things in jobs that wasn't even me. It was just because of who I am. And it wasn't unprofessionalism. It was nothing. And, you know, even if somebody tells you maybe don't be so flamboyant, why? That's not okay. I am who I am, and I'm not going to change it. So for this company to appreciate me to this level, to be able to take care of me, to know that I am home being with this company, it says so much. So much. And I want you to know that that's why I do not care who is in this live with their negativity. I don't focus on them because I do not care. I have finally in my life found who I was and being able to support others and get them where they want to be in life, because guess what? You deserve to be successful. You deserve to be happy. And you deserve every single thing that you want. You deserve it. And it is your right to get exactly what you want in life. It is your right to be happy. And it is your right to go through life not giving a fuck what people think about you. And when I tell you, right this moment, I work for Jewely, the makeup company. So so it's the whole brand is the same thing, but I am part of the cosmetic industry. So I am high up. I manage quite a few doors. Let's put it that way. But my company doesn't tell me to stop doing drag. They support me in what I do. I was on the news for a picture at a Pride benefit, and was literally just in the parking lot. I sent it to the company, and they put it in our newsletter for the entire company. How many companies can you see do that? Especially a company like ours, where it's not they're conservative, they're very traditional. And they are doing everything they can to make sure that everyone feels exactly how I feel, loved and appreciated. So, with that being said, I'm super excited to get this. It means so much more than people will ever understand. I know it's, you know, first world problems, but people have no idea. The bag that meant so much to me was the one that I was given from my company, showing me that they accept me for who I am and they don't want me to ever change. That was one of them that was gone. So it's not necessarily about the money. It's the memories that were with it. You know what I mean? So hopefully they get it figured out. So, you know, it's one of those things. I hope all of you end up knowing that I don't know you, but I love you for who you are. So do not change. Do not change for anybody. Like I said, if people around you can't support you and are always complaining about how you act, within reason, obviously, if you're just being an asshole, you're being an asshole. But if it's that you are being yourself and they're telling you you're being too feminine or whatever that may be, that's their problem. That's them being uncomfortable, not you being uncomfortable. If you're not uncomfortable the way that you're living, then it's not a problem, because it's you. You live with you. So I always tell them, girl, I forgot you were paying my bills. And they said, well, I don't pay your bills. I was like, exactly. So that's why I don't value your opinion. So thanks. Just saying, girl. But yeah, so as I'm drying my damn face with freaking pantyhose. Like, girl. I never cry, by the way. So that was very strange. I didn't even know those things worked. Those ducts that were there. That's very strange. Don't tell anybody, all right? Just keep that to yourself. Y'all didn't even see it. Oh my gosh. But yeah. So anyway, I'm loving this dress. It ombres from hot pink on the bottom all the way up to white. I'm super excited about it. I'm loving the jewelry. I'm sorry I'm making you guys tear up. I'm not one of those people that's very like that. But it's just, they don't even understand how much, like how good it makes me feel. You know what I mean? And so it's really hard to tell people in words what you feel. That's why I say actions speak louder than words. Instead of me telling them that I appreciate them so much, I just work my butt off every single day and take care of my people and make my people feel valued. And that's how I show them that I appreciate them appreciating me so much. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing. Done. It's the same thing with your family. If they appreciate you and you appreciate them, do it by action, not by saying it. So, absolutely. Aw, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate y'all so much. I'm like over here, my damn shiny lip is calmed down. I'm drinking the water. Ooh. These lips are huge. Even though they're big, girl, I still overdraw them. But look, again, if you didn't get a chance and you're just joining, my name is Justice Taylor. I am a drag queen, obviously. I am going to be doing a contest for the fabulous divas that support me. So I am going to pose one more time for you to take a screenshot. All you have to do is go on to TikTok and post it and tag me in it and say, go support this queen, and put my Justice Taylor 2020 in there so people can follow me. Or you can post it and then duet your own video talking about anything, something that you learned, or something that you loved about my life, or what your favorite part was, or that you want to go to a buffet with me. Girl, I'm okay with that too, because that can definitely happen. Because this is an eating dress, girl, right here, an eating dress. I usually think I'm bringing my eating dress, but it's an eating mini skirt, and then I get there and eat one plate, and then I'm done. But you didn't notice I was dragged. I think it's because I'm only wearing chapstick, girl. I'm only wearing chapstick. But if you do that, whoever has the most likes on their personal video of posting the selfie with me, or the screenshot of me, then I will be letting you know, and I will be bringing you on live if you want to, of course, not something that you have to do. But we can have a 5-minute conversation on my TikTok live the next time I come on. And then it'll be something that we can talk. We can talk about anything that you want. You can tell me your favorite food. You can tell me about your family. You can tell me about your drag career. You can tell me about your personal career. I don't care. Whatever you want to talk about, I would be yours for 5 minutes so that my fabulous followers can follow you. And then we can just have conversations. So don't forget, I'm going to post one more time now. Either just post the picture of myself with the screenshot and just tag me in it. But just think the more creative that you get will get you more likes. And make sure you use the hashtags, drag queen, drag makeup tutorial, things like that. And then I will be looking to see who tags me, and I will be watching it until I do my next live. So it'll probably be a couple of days. I may even give it a week for that, just so that everybody has a fair chance. And then I will be hitting the person up to say, hey, you're the winner. Do you want to come on live with me for 5 minutes? And we'll find out the day. You can be in full drag, or you can be yourself. You can be whatever you want to be. I don't care if you want to come out as a T-Rex, girl. Do what you want to do. Big head and little arms. However, let's pose. Let's get it together. All right, here we go. All right, done. So now this is it. Don't forget, I did my makeup from start to finish without my contacts in, put them in the full look tonight. It even was, I didn't stop at all. I will not be editing my video whatsoever. So I will be posting this. It'll go live on my YouTube channel at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Please make sure you go and subscribe so that way you can get the notification. And then on the notification, go on there and comment on this video to let me know what other makeup looks you would like to see me do, especially for Halloween, because of course it's coming up and I need some things to do. So comment on there, and what I'll do is when I do end up finding out what looks I want to do, if it's yours, I will make sure that I'm tagging you, and then once I post the video on YouTube, I will tag you on there as well, saying makeup look inspired by whoever it may be. But yeah, that's everything, guys. My YouTube link is actually in my TikTok bio, so please make sure you go on and subscribe. There's a ton of different things. It's not always me in drag getting ready. Sometimes it's me walking my fabulous little doggies, and we're just talking about me, talking about my day, things like that, because guess what? as much as this is amazing, when you look at it, I'm a real person. So I want you to know the glam and then the everyday as well. So it is the life of Justice is all I gotta say. So I'm Justice Taylor. I'm tailor-made for each and every one of your pleasure. And justice will always be served. Have a fabulous night, and I will see you soon. Mwah!